Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Loft 801. My name is Isaac, and today I'm going to be reviewing Top Gun from 1986. This movie was directed by the one, the only, Tony Scott, may he rest in peace. Some of his notable work include Man on Fire, Unstoppable, Enemy of the State, and True Romance. Now, I do gotta say, I am a huge Tony Scott fan. I think all of his movies that he makes are very entertaining. Not to say great, but entertaining nonetheless. Before jumping in, I do want to let you guys know that this will contain spoilers, so continue at your own risk. Jumping into the plot, when two enemy aircrafts give a scare to Cougar, Maverick's wingman, he is too shaken to keep flying and gives up his wings. Maverick and Goose get sent to Top Gun in his place, the best fighter pilot school in Miramar, California. Arriving at Top Gun, Maverick's arrogance and recklessness get a taste of reality when he's rejected by Charlie. He later finds out that Charlie is his flight instructor. Throughout the film, a rivalry begins to form between Maverick and Iceman during training, the two best in the class. But when an incident occurs and Goose dies, all hope is lost for Maverick as he feels alone and guilty for what happened. He takes up some advice from Viper, a veteran who flew with Maverick's dad. He chooses to continue on at Top Gun and eventually graduates. Some of the best graduates, Iceman and Maverick, are immediately called to service. Upon arrival, everyone is nervous about Maverick's mental state. Maverick is on standby during a dogfight between Iceman, Hollywood, and 6 bogies. When Hollywood is shot down, Maverick comes to the rescue. He stays with Iceman and takes the bogies down. The aftermath includes Maverick and Iceman making amends and paying respect to one another. Finally, Maverick reunites with Charlie and becomes the Top Gun instructor. I thought the tone of the movie was serious, but not too serious. For the most part, when they're at Top Gun, it's just a bunch of dudes being dudes, competing against one another. It's all fun and games until the last half. I thought the acting in this movie was fine, nothing outstanding and nothing horrible. I think Tom Skerritt, aka Viper, was the best actor, but Cruise, Edwards, Kilmer, and McGillis were all good as well. The movie did have a few pacing issues. I thought the scenes between Charlie and Maverick dragged a bit. It made the movie seem longer than it actually was. I think one of the reasons why people like Top Gun is the soundtrack, and I don't think the movie would be what it is without it. And I get it, it's filled with a bunch of classics and it's really fun. The only fun things about the dialogue are between Iceman and Maverick. I like the dynamic it brings to the screen. Iceman is all by the book and Maverick is a renegade. It makes it fun to watch as they talk trash and clash against one another. The cinematography was okay. It didn't have any shots that I was impressed by. Although, I do like the classic shot of the tinted blue silhouettes when Charlie and Maverick are getting it on with "Take My Breath Away" being played. The production design was pretty cool. I can't say enough about the real aircrafts and ships being used for the film. I love authenticity, so this is one of the better aspects of this film. And speaking of authenticity, the shots with the ship and sun in the background cost Tony Scott $25,000 to have the ship rerouted for 6 minutes of shooting, which is crazy, but cool. I think the editing in this movie was pretty good. I love all the quick cuts while they're in the air. It gives a viewer a sense of how fast things are when flying, and it also adds intensity. Overall, I think Tony Scott does what he does best and makes an entertaining movie with Top Gun. Pretty hard to rate this movie when everybody loves it, but for me, it was just good. I understand why this movie is beloved. I get the nostalgia and the classic feel to it, but for me, it was just good. The pacing and tone lacked a bit, but I think the acting is good. It was shot well, the soundtrack is a classic, and the dynamic between characters was intriguing. So overall, I'm gonna give this one a 7.3 out of 10. Thank you for listening to my review of Top Gun. If you enjoy the content and want to support us, leave a like and hit the subscribe button. If you agree or disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. If there's something you want reviewed, also leave it down below and we'll get to it. Lastly, if you want to know what I'm currently watching, my letterbox is down below at IceCold1. My name is Ice, and I'll see you next time. Take my breath away. All right, bet.